Today I want to talk about moving for family members. So we moved back to Texas. Originally we were in Texas, and then we moved to Georgia to pursue some things, business, starting all that, new environment. And we felt like the Lord was calling us to do so. So we did it. And actually, I had got a little cold feet. And my wife was like, no, let's go for it. You always wanted to go Georgia, try it out. We didn't have no place to stay. We didn't know where we were going to live, none of that. But we just went out there and we was like, the first step was just going out there and look for a place, apartment. So we drove out there, had my wife, mom look at the kid after the kids, and kid at one time because we only had one. Now we got three. But by the grace of God, we are truly blessed. But we went out there and drove all them hours. I think it was like 11 hours or something. So from where we were at, drove out there. And we got there and we hit the ground running. We just started hitting up as much apartments in the daytime because we were only going to spend one day there and then drive back. And then at the same time, we heard my cousin had moved there and he got this big old house. So we weren't really thinking of that. We were just like, you know what? Cool, that's good. We got excited. We was like, what? That's what's up. Doing big things. So that really and truly prompted us to take a risk in life. So we went looking at all these apartments, and while we were down there looking for the apartment, he called us and he was like, yeah, y'all should move. Y'all could come by us and whatever, and all those good things. And he made such a sweet deal. It was like, what? We'll be saving money. We don't have to pay our apartment rent no more, all that stuff. And we were looking to move, but we moved off of faith. We got the prompting to go do so. So we did. And when we went and did it, God moved the next step and the next step. And that's how sometimes life be moving. Most of the time, all the time, that's how life moves. When you get that prompting, that's the Lord speaking and saying, go for it. So we did. And that happened. And then we got back home and we started thinking about it. We was like, man, that sounds good. I don't know, what you think? So we was like, you know what? Pack up our stuff. So we started packing up our stuff and we tried to sell as much as we could. And then we gave away a lot of things to our family and stuff. And we hit the ground. We hit the road running. We had 2 vehicles, filled them up to the brim. We had a Jeep Wrangler and a Toyota Corolla. You know how small them Toyota Corollas are. And we had those packed to the brim. And we got on the road and started driving. And we made it there. And when we got there,